Let me tell you a story. It was back before I got on self-improvement, and my sleeping schedule at the time, so it was like 2021, 2022, it was awful to say the least. So I used to go to bed at around like 10, yeah, probably like 10 p.m., but I would still be on my phone. So I would like scroll and like watch some fucking Call of Duty videos or something like that. Then, after I would finally put my phone down at around like probably midnight or something like that, I would sleep for maybe like 3 to 4 hours. Then I would wake up, grab my laptop this time, and then I would just watch all of those Call of Duty videos again. How much sleep did I get in those nights? Probably like 3 to 4 hours, and that was like a consistent thing for me. So it wasn't a like it wasn't like a rare occasion for me to actually grab my laptop like in the middle of the night. No, this was like a not almost like an everyday thing for me. I slept for 3 to 4 hours. Of course, my life was an absolute mess. Like most people sleep like they have like mental disabilities. Honestly, like I'm going to say the truth right here. If you go to bed, literally, maybe it's around somewhere like normal time, 10 p.m. or something like that, and you stay awake on your like you're literally scrolling on your phone, like I don't know, TikTok or something like that, you literally have mental disabilities. Like you would consider to be mentally disabled just a couple of years ago, not even like centuries, but just a couple of years ago, maybe like maybe a couple of decades or something like that, you'd be considered like literally mentally disabled because you go to bed and you literally stay awake whilst using some sort of like distraction not to sleep. Like how bloody idiotic is that, that people don't sleep these days. And the power of sleep is vastly underestimated in any institution, domain, any any part of like our social or just like normal life. Sleep is underestimated. The power of sleep is absolutely underestimated in work, in school. Like literally, schools these days. Like my school starts at at 8 a.m. Like, how fucked is that? 8 a.m. You know why? Because, like, if you have read the book Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, you know that teenagers have this, like, thing, teenagers, adolescents, they have this thing that where, like, their sleeping schedule goes a little bit more into, like, the, how do you call it? Like the night owl thing, like in the night owl sort of like part of the spectrum where they go to bed at like 12 12 p.m. or something like that, or 12 a.m., like in the midnight, and they wake up usually like pretty late at around 9. And that's actually like, okay, that's something natural. We might think that it is stupid, but it's actually something natural. But schools these days, they start at 8, at least for me, and I know some schools like they start at 7. Not at least in my country, but I know, for example, maybe I'm wrong, and people from, I know at least like in the United States, some of the schools start at 7. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong. It's just like, guys who are from US, like if yours, if it's right, just comment down below, because like if it's actually true and schools in the US start at 7, it's like it's fucked. It is absolutely fucked. So we understood that sleep, the power of sleep, is absolutely like underestimated, destroyed, etc. Like any neglected, like any sort of like negative verb that you can think of, like this has been done to sleep. But still, we need to focus on what we can control. And so, how do you actually get good sleep? And I'm not going to like give you any sort of like, I'm going to sell you any like $2 fucking sleep mask in this video. I'm going to tell you the truth. The one thing that you need to sleep well is you need to have a stable, still like rock solid sleep schedule. You need to go to bed at the same time every single day. Well, of course, some exceptions like here and there, but like you generally like you understand me. So if you go to bed at, for example, I don't know, like 9:30 p.m. and you wake up at 6:30, let's just say, and if you do that every single day, you're going to have a good sleep. Just, you know why? Of course, with the exception if you don't grab your phone, but that's like fucking sleep education 101. That's like low. That is not even like low grade. It's just like mental disability grade thing, because like I don't even know why people these days like they grab their phones and scroll on TikTok at night, literally. Like you might cope and say that, oh, because of school I don't get enough time to enjoy and relax, bro. Sleep is far more relaxing than any TikTok, Instagram. It's like it's literally you just brain rotting your brain. You're just destroying your brain in the middle of the night whilst you could be sleeping. It's like the trade-off is just it's just stupid. But okay, you go to bed at 9:30 p.m. every single day, and you wake up at 6:30 a.m. every single day. If you have that like rock solid still like sleep schedule, you're going to sleep like you're going to have a sound sleep, just simply because your brain, it needs to have your brain and body, it needs to have some like some sort of a circadian rhythm. If you don't have that, if you don't have like a stable sleep schedule, and your brain doesn't know when you need to go to sleep, when to actually wind down, yeah, good luck, man. Good luck sleeping well. And of course, you'll get some exceptions, like this time you went on a trip somewhere and like you have a jet lag or something like that. Like, of course, that is life. But for most of the days, you need to have an actual, like, good, stable sleep schedule. And here's one thing which a lot of like guys they won't even like misunderstand. It's just like so stupid, honestly. So you need to get like 8 hours of sleep every single day. That's general. Like I think there will be no arguments about that. 8 hours every single day. So what will most of the guys do? So okay, for example, they need to wake up at 6 a.m. Let's just say. So to get 8 hours of sleep, you need to go to bed at 10 p.m. Right? Bullshit. That is pure. That is like fucking what honestly like blows away my mind when I think about like that most of the guys, they don't understand even this shit. And it is that if you need to get 8 hours of sleep, you need to be in bed for 8 hours, which is just like the juxtaposition in this like case is totally idiotic, honestly, because you need to get 8 hours of sleep, but that doesn't mean that you need to be in bed for 8 hours. You need to be in bed for at least like I would say 8 hours 30 minutes, because you have a time that you need to actually fall. You don't go to bed and you fall asleep with a snap of fingers, and you don't wake up in the middle of the night and you just wake up at 6 p.m. and you had like an 8 hour of total sleep. No, you need to actually plan your schedule as if you were like going to sleep for 8 hours 30 minutes, maybe even 9 hours. And that sounds like this advice is not what do you call it, sexy for me to say you, but this is the truth. This is the truth right here. If you want to have a good sleep, you need to actually plan your sleep schedule for like at least 8 hours 30 minutes of bedtime, because you will get, first of all, you need time to fall asleep, then you'll probably wake up in the middle of the night, and 8 hours 30 minutes is like it's the bare minimum amount of time in bed that you need to spend. Probably the ideal amount would be somewhere around 9 hours. If you get like 9 hours in bed, you'll probably get 8 hours of sleep, maybe even a little bit more. and you're going to be absolutely like great to go and smash that day. So hope this will help you, and see you in the next one.